Welcome to the No Bucks Garage. Willie here. Got an inexpensive repair for you. It's kind of a trademark around here since in some cases you can't find these things new or maybe even used in the salvage yards anymore. I went out last week for my own truck and finding an armrest cover for a 96 S10 was darn near impossible. But thanks to Amazon, eBay, there are now repair kits that you can purchase inexpensively to do the armrest repair on those vehicles. Probably some more, but this one is for the 96 S10. I'm going to show you what I did to bring this back to a functional, usable piece. And because I just love Deborah, my wife. Gotta keep her happy, right? Yeah. Anyway, here's what I did. You're only going to need a few basic tools to complete this job. Rivet tool, scissors, some type of adhesive, general adhesive, spray adhesive will work, upholstery adhesive would be fine, a drill and the appropriate size drill bit, the wonderful repair piece itself. Now, these next two items, purely up to you. I chose to repurpose some of the packing foam that I get from the packages that I order. And I'm going to show you why here in a second. As well as a piece of cloth, in this case just some felt that my wife had laying around. Now, any of you know that drive these particular trucks, or maybe any truck like this, but let's just deal with the S10, know that the armrest is always an area where deterioration time, and face it, the weight of your right arm wreaks havoc. Someone has gone through the steps to create just a simple but substantial panel, piece of steel, looks to be about eighth of an inch thick, that you simply insert, and using these holes as guides, that's where the drill bit comes in, and what I failed to mention, the pop rivets that actually come with it would be inserted like so once the holes have been drilled. Now, as I said though, taking into account that over the years the inner structure here has been cracked and there's of course been some deterioration of the foam underneath the cloth. As you can see, my cloth is still actually in pretty decent shape. So we want to keep this because it matches the interior. Using the actual panel, repair panel, as a template, as a guide, I laid that on the foam and I cut myself 2 pieces of this closed cell foam that I'll use to insert into the armrest itself. You can simply lay it in. What I'm choosing to do, however, is to actually tuck it underneath. So tucking the closed cell foam underneath the repair panel, once this is pressed in place and drilled, as you can see, the top, give it a little better contour, plus it'll give it a little more cushion for the arm. That's going to be important. Now this next step, you don't necessarily have to do, but I'm choosing to do this. I saw some other guy do it on YouTube as well. I'm going to glue a piece of felt, tuck some ends around this plate just for aesthetic purposes. As you can see, that's what it's going to look like. Just call this the rough draft. That's essentially what it's going to look like. But in your repair, you can choose to leave it like it is, or just hit it with some paint. So, since we've got the foam tucked, we'll go ahead and see about drilling some holes. Now, there's nothing exactly that tells you where to place this. And also, well, you may want to take into account, I've actually had to manipulate the edges of this so that it contoured a little bit better. Maybe because of manufacturing, maybe it wasn't thin exactly, but I found just by doing a little bit of massaging to it, made it contour and fit the lid. I've got to go ahead and punch my holes. I'm just sticking that in there for right now to give me a little tension, because the added foam is going to increase the amount of tension that you have up here, and of course it will raise the back, and of course you want to get it level with this ridge that you see here. Punch those too. Okay. Now for the bit of cosmetic. Once again, I use this as a template. Let me get it oriented properly. There we go. Use it as a template. And as you notice, I also cut some reliefs here and here to correspond to this edge right here, as well as having some overlap there. I'm going to have to trim that down a bit, as well as some overlap on the edges on the back. So you want to spray adhesive on your panel and on your fabric and apply. Caution on using the adhesive. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Also, do this in a well-ventilated area. I know that goes without saying, right? Still, you'd be surprised. They're not kidding. Of course, you know that. After all, you do this kind of work out in your garage. or outside or on your job every day. All right. Whew, wow. Take your time. By George, I think I've got it. Or someplace close to it anyway. You just spray a little bit along the edges here. And fold it over. This is by no means necessary, scientific, or supercritical, since most of this is not going to be seen anyway. But it adds just a finished look to your work. A little customized look, if you will. I can clearly see the relief cuts that are made there. Fold over the edges. Wasn't really necessary there, but it's there. Just got to trim that little tab off. And basically that's what it's going to look like. Trial and error. I get one shot. I cut my relief just a little bit too deep, but really won't matter that much. Just as a guide, you may want to go ahead and punch out your holes through your material if you're doing this. See, if you do just the paint, you get to skip this step. But that's simply going to help me line up the rivets. I'll make some further adjustments. Putting the extra foam in here to give this more shape and to give it more cushioning is also going to make it just a bit different, a bit difficult to get this lined up. So however you manage to get yours lined up, I have no doubt it's going to work for you. Having this covered increases the difficulty just a bit, but it's not impossible. Just as promised, back with you got them lined up. Now it's just an issue of just about that quick. Your results may vary. You'll probably do it quicker. Who knows? But I love it. Wow, very sturdy. Now all I gotta do is clean it up a little bit, reinstall it using the 2 Phillips screws back onto Little Debbie, as the S10 is affectionately known as. But there it is, a console armrest repair. Very happy with it. Thanks everybody for stopping by the No Bucks Garage. Appreciate you subscribing, notification, tell your friends about us. Thank you about you too. You guys take it easy.